When I look at arcades, they're essentially casinos, but for children. No clocks, no windows, and playing as many games to get as many tickets as possible. The inner DJ in me can't help but try to find a way to profit and find an edge over these games and win long term. So here's my guide as to how you can make money playing arcade games. This one's specifically for Dave & Buster's, but I'm sure these themes can be applicable to any local arcade. This video will go over a very simple concept, but fundamental to making money at arcades. It's the relationship and cycle of turning your money into credits, then into tickets, then into prizes, then hopefully back to more money for profit. To cover the first half of the cycle, at Dave & Buster's, you're able to get 375 credits for $56, which is a rate of 6.69 credits for every dollar spent. When you look around at the games offered, Dave & Buster's games average around 6 to 8 credits to play, so essentially every single play costs about $1 normally. And this number is pretty important when you figure out how many tickets equals $1 at the end of the video. But on Wednesdays, they offer games half off all day long, which can make playing much more profitable. So on average, each round of play is 50 cents now, depending on what game you're playing. And it's really important to take full advantage of any promos, as something like what Dave & Buster's does can really affect your long-term profitability. Next, you want to turn your credits into the most amount of tickets possible. So when you walk around at a local Dave & Buster's, there are probably 50 to 100 different machines that you can play to earn tickets. Similar to a casino with hundreds of games, not a lot of them are actually profitable long term. Arcades design the RNG of games and cap winnings almost like slot machines, but you're not actually gambling with real money, so I'm sure the house edge at an arcade is significantly larger compared to a casino. So when it comes to picking games, it's really important to try to find games that rely less on luck versus skill. Like the large spinning wheel that can earn anywhere from 4 to 1,000 tickets is literally the equivalent of going to a casino and spinning their roulette wheel or spinning their wheel too. So I found 3 games that I'm going to try and see how profitable they are. So the experiment is to play each game 5 times and track the win rate on a very small scale for this video and go over the results. The first game we played was Kung Fu Panda, which normally costs 10 credits to play, but on Wednesdays it's 5 credits. The goal is super simple. You play 3 rounds to collect dumplings by hitting the pads, and with the 3rd round being the most difficult, needing to grab all 33 dumplings in 20 seconds. So if you complete the 3rd round successfully by grabbing all the dumplings, you win a jackpot of 1,000 tickets. So I don't think the win rate needs to be as high as many other games, but this game was a real experiment as it seems to rely pretty heavily on RNG with the timing of how long the dumplings pop up on the screen for. Also, some of the pads seem to be really worn down, so I had to punch extra hard for them to react. But as a group, we ended up playing 5 times and managed to only win the jackpot twice. The other 3 attempts racked up a total of 183 tickets. So in the 5 rounds we played, we spent 25 credits to win 2,183 tickets, a total of 87 tickets per credit. This is the method that I personally use to rate the profitability and efficiency of the game that we play. The second game we're trying out is called Down the Clown, a really simple game where you throw balls to down the clown. And in 20 seconds, you need to score 500 points as fast as possible. So with the throwing buddy and the right strategy, it's actually really easy to hit 500 points. And by only focusing on the top and middle rows, me and my buddy Sean scored over 500 points on all 5 attempts we played this game. But we ran into an issue. At this Dave & Buster's, the jackpot threshold goes up by 50 points every single time it gets hit. So to start the day, it's 500 points to win, but by the time we got there, it was already 750 points to win, which really wasn't a number that we could reach. This is one of the ways that arcades can maintain profitability by capping the number of times it rewards jackpots. So theoretically, if you can find a spot where the jackpot doesn't increase in this way, this would be an incredible win rate. But because we got there late, we only won 100 tickets each time we played, even though we did score over 500 points each game, which should have been the bonus. So at 100 tickets earned each play, it was a very low rate of 29 tickets per credit spent. But if we got there early and was one of the first people to play this, we would have won the first 4 attempts and lost the 5th with the jackpot threshold of 700 points. At that theoretical rate, we would have won 2,100 tickets and 17 credits spent for 123 tickets per credit. My suggestion with this game would to either be one of the first people playing this game that day or wait it out for the jackpot threshold to go down. Obviously, we didn't have enough time to wait here to make up this video. Lastly, we go back to this game, Pop the Lock. We tried this experiment on my first Dave & Buster's video, but we couldn't leave this out for this video as it has proved to be one of the more consistent and profitable games out there. If you haven't seen the first video, I highly suggest you checking that out. But in short, out of the 5 attempts we played, we won 4 times, and the 1 failed attempt earned us 92 tickets. So with 3.4 credits per play, we spent 17 credits to earn 1,492 tickets, as each jackpot was 350. With an 80% win rate, this game ranked us a total of 88 tickets per credit. So although the win rate was actually double the Kung Fu Panda game, it's still very comparable. So after earning a ton of tickets, time to figure out which prize is the best one to redeem to get the most bang for your buck. If the eventual goal is to flip the prize for money, then we need to find an item that can be sold for the lowest ticket to dollar ratio. I spent 30 minutes walking around the prize room and eBaying every single item on the room that I could find listed, so you didn't have to. So if you can just take half a second to like this video for the effort, that'd be much appreciated. So as a base, I've always known that these autographed baseball boxes can be sold unopened for about $50 on the low end on eBay. So for 15,000 tickets, these balls return us at a 300 ticket per dollar ratio. As a baseline, now we just have to find an item that performs better, which means a lower ticket to dollar amount. And after 30 minutes of looking around the room, it was really difficult to find a consistent pricing for some of these items. One of the items that we looked at that looked pretty promising was this Nerf Blaster Ultra 3 for 8,000 tickets. On eBay, I've seen this sell for as high as $56 and as low as $6.50. For simplicity's sake, we're not going to track the shipping and selling fees, but they certainly take a hit on the profit margins. But given the prices on eBay, this ticket per dollar amount can range from 142 to 1,230. So clearly a wide range and a hit or miss item, but the average sold amount looks anywhere from $20 to $30, so let's just use $25 as an amount that's right in the middle. If we get the Nerf Blaster for 8,000 tickets and flip it for 25 bucks, then the ticket per dollar is 320, which is just a tad bit higher than the baseball, so probably not the best option for us. The second item I found that was promising is this executive golf putting set, redeemable at 3,200 tickets. I found comparable items on eBay being sold for as high, once again for $35, and as a low of 99 cents, so another really wide range. So this ticket per dollar ranges from $91, which is amazingly profitable, to $3,200, which isn't really even worth the effort. But again, another risky item to purchase, but I can see something like this reasonably be sold for $10 to $20, which on average gives this putting set a ticket per dollar amount of 213, which seems pretty efficient and worth the experiment for sure. The last product type that I'll mention briefly is that Dave & Buster's offers large plushes for about 700 to 800 tickets each. I've heard some plush toys can go for insane amounts, and I personally don't know enough about the space to find the correct dollar amounts they sell for, but I do think there's a clear opportunity to flip these plushes if you know what you're doing. So based on the item you choose and all the numbers we calculated ties back together. In a scenario where we are able to sell an autographed baseball at a rate of 300 tickets per dollar, that means our break-even point is 300 tickets per dollar spent. With the Pop the Lock, it costs 3.4 credits to play, which equals 50 cents per play. We need to average 150 tickets to break even. In our very small experiment, the win rate of 88 tickets per credit multiplied by 6.69 credits, which is equivalent to $1, which equals 589, almost doubling the break-even amount, leaving enough money for profit. So overall, this wraps up my guide to making money in arcades. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'd say the biggest takeaway is to simply just be educated on whatever you're trying to do. I'm no expert in arcades or anything, but hopefully you got some value in this video based off of my experience. Be on the lookout for a video every single Tuesday. I'll be posting it here, so subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.